Hello everyone, I'm Chief Melanie Morrison. I am currently the lead portfolio chief for the Heritage portfolio. I also sit as second on the ITO, Infrastructure, Transportation and Operations, with lead portfolio chief Arnold Boyer, as well as the Administrative Affairs portfolio. Lead portfolio chief is Paul Rice on that one, and Tanya Perrin also sits on that portfolio alongside with me. And the last one that I have as second on is the Public Safety and Public Security portfolio, which Ryan Montour is the lead on. It's been a really busy fall, and there's lots to update on, but I'd like to just go over what the direction is that we're going to be taking on the Heritage file. We recently did our priorities, and what came out for the Heritage is we're going to be focusing on trying to address the gaps for the language and culture. With that being said, the focus is going to be the outside students that don't have Mohawk in their schools. And, you know, there is a lot of programming, but there is the need to fill the right to the language and culture for those who don't have it on a daily basis, as well as those that fell through the gap. I spoke about Gen X. There's a lot of people within my generation that weren't given the chance to learn the language and culture outside of the schools in town. There was a lot of shame and that came down through our parents and grandparents because they were afraid to teach us our language because we would be targeted. So now it's a real fight to, you know, find a way to get around those roadblocks, which are because we all work or we're involved in different things. We need to look at different options to make it possible. You know, we need to open those doors, but with that being said, we also need those who can teach. So the existing programs are very good, and there's a lot of programs being offered by KOR that's going to be targeting making sure that we have those people, because our aging population of first language speakers is getting smaller and smaller. So that's the main priority. Second is we're going to be taking a look at the language law. We can't revamp it right now, but we're going to be taking a look to see what we can do. In the meantime, it is up for the 5-year review. With that being said, an example is reaching out to different organizations and stores to see if they're willing to have labeling in Kanyageha. It's a simple thing, so this way you see the language on a daily basis, and it encourages you to use your language when you're ordering something, or it's encouraging for those employed and being able to see the language and use it in their day-to-day workspace. Also, there's going to be a focus on trying to get all the different organizations that do cultural and cultural events and language events to try to work together as a community calendar so that there's not a lot of overlap. And, you know, there's been a lot of concern that, you know, it's too much. There's too many, they're offsetting. So if we can get everybody to work together so that it's concise in the way it's going to be planned out, it'll help the community to really better organize their availability to participate in the functions. And I think that'll be a really good move in getting our culture available to everyone. With the infrastructure, transportation, and operations, there was a issue that was brought to light when I announced that the different incentives that are going to happen with the 207 and the traffic issue. So there was a concern about the intersection between Glens and Clay Mountains, and a suggestion for a painted line to separate the two two sides of the road because a lot of people come across. That'll be addressed in the spring. I spoke to Dave Lahash and it's on his radar. So that's going to be addressed this spring. So I'm really happy that we were able to address that concern in such a timely manner. And with that, Nyamagoa for joining us today. And if anybody needs to reach out to me, feel free to call me at 450-632-7500, or you can email me at melanie.morrison@mck.ca. Nyamagoa, and enjoy the rest of your day.